Hi, we're Calico, and you're watching NOISEreel.
Yes.
So we're going now, right?
Trappist.
Stay tuned to listen to our new single.
You can say that.
No, it's fine. You say.
Hi, you're... blah, blah.
Yeah.
He'll name the track.
The tune is called Trappist.
Calico, they are this month's Bsession guests. You may recognise them because you performed for us back in December, didn't you?
We did,
We
yes.
Three Kings.
Yes.
Thank you so much for
Christmas
doing
cover.
that. Yeah, it was really, really wonderful. So tell me a bit about yourselves. Why are you called Calico?
I guess because we couldn't think of a better name. No, because my brother used to be in the band, and he kind of coined the name, didn't he?
Where in the Brighton scene do you fit? Do you think? Are you fitting in on the jazz scene? Are you fitting on the electric?
Well, do we even fit? That's it, yeah, exactly, because we amalgamate different elements of those things, but we're not strictly like...
Well, we've been moshed in with loads of things, but we get put on like math rock gigs all the time, like bands that we don't necessarily think that we're like, but we get put on gigs with them quite a lot. And then we've supported Mammal Hands, who's a great jazz band from Manchester.
Back in the day we supported Cinematic Orchestra.
Cinematic Orchestra.
Yeah,
Did you?
Okay.
Did we?
Oh no, it wasn't. It was Hidden Orchestra.
I was going to say, I think I remember that. Yeah, we supported Hidden Orchestra and that kind of.
Okay, that's
which is cool.
fantastic.
Yeah.
And
then
Emancipator in October.
Emancipator. So the things we kind of get put in with these electronic side bands, which is more, in my opinion, more the bands that I think we fit in with and want to play with. Yeah.
So we've mentioned the new EP a couple of times. Tell us about that. You said earlier it's different to what you've been producing before. Why is that?
So, well, for a start, it's when we did the old EP, it was a 5-piece.
Okay.
And now we're a 4-piece. So losing that instrument, it was a very dedicated bass guitar. So we haven't got a dedicated bassist, so Chris does bass and keys now. So it's sort of changed the sound quite a lot. So we decided to write new songs that would reflect the way we've changed.
Tell us a bit about the track that you performed for us.
Well, it's called Trappist. It's going to be on the new EP. It's actually going to be our single. It's our kind of, I guess, our flagship of this EP.
Yes.
It kind of does encompass a lot of what we were talking about in the way that our sound is kind of evolved and the lack of having an actual dedicated bass player. And
I think it's the first one we wrote without the bass player. You have been doing this riff for quite a while. We wanted to work on that, and then it literally just came together really, really quickly.
Okay, so how else are you going to be building that buzz? Where can we catch you while you're promoting the EP?
well, they're good. So we're going to be releasing a live video from you guys in April, which is going to be awesome. And then we've got the EP launch for the EP, which is the 5th of May.
5th of May. Hope.
At the Hope. Oh, it's at the Hope. And it's going to have a really, really good lineup for that. I'm really excited for that.
Who else is playing with you?
At the moment, I've got Jouy, who are a great kind of psychedelic band from Brighton, who I've been trying to get on a gig for ages, and they're always busy, or one of them's not free.
There'll be a nice mashup. So where can we find out more about the EP and about you guys? What are your handles?
We've got a Facebook. It's Facebook/WeAreCalico.
I believe so.
That's the one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bandcamp as well.
Yeah.
And Bandcamp, We Are Calico.
We are on Spotify, but it's very hard to find us because we're nestled in with all
I
the
know,
other
I was
Calicos.
looking. Yeah.
Yes, I don't know what that. We need to sort that out.
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. So we're going to catch you on the 5th of May for the release of your new EP. Wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us, guys.
Thanks for
Cheers.
having us.
Cheers.
As part of a regular feature on NOISEreel this year, we're going to be meeting the people behind a lot of Brighton and the South Coast labels. And we're going to start with Andy Rossiter of Love Thy Neighbour. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the history of the label?
Yeah, Love Thy Neighbour started back in kind of beginning of 2012 after the venue I used to run, the Free Butt, was shut down for noise problems, thanks to our neighbour. So that's where the name Love Thy Neighbour came from. Started out just doing shows, and then progressed into releasing stuff as well. And yeah, the label's very much tends to have more of a local focus, and yeah, is very much about homemade releases and EPs. It's an EP only label, so you know that's so we've released stuff on vinyl that's limited to 11 editions, or we've released the next release is this on a kind of golden tooth. So any kind of interesting ideas that we can do, show off the artist and introduce the artist to the world.
Can you tell us about this golden tooth here in the box?
So I don't know if you. So it's. So it's the artist is Teeth. She used to be in one of our old bands, Us Baby Bare Bones, who we released a couple of years ago. Yeah, obviously the link is the teeth and tooth. Yeah, exactly. And we were just we were speaking to her about how we were going to release it, and she was like, "Oh, I've always had the idea of making these teeth," and I'd like
So I mean, forget records. CDs are dead. It's all
about
in teeth now.
It's
all about gold teeth.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. And what else is happening? What else is the label releasing currently?
So we've got
up soon.
Prince Vaseline, who we released an EP for them at the end of last year. They've just been on tour in France with a band called Toy.
Had any artists that have then gone on to bigger labels or done really big things?
Actually, Dog in the Snow are just about to release their album. When I say just about to, that's coming out in the autumn. So they've kind of moved on. So because we're only an EP label, a lot of the time artists have been like, "Oh, let's work together again. Let's do an album." And then we're like, "Can't really do that." We don't really do any regular events, but we have like I don't know, like I say, between 5 and 15 shows a month. So yeah, there's always we always bring down for every show. We always bring down all the roster of releases we've got.
All right.
So yeah.
And where do you advertise that online?
So that would be we've got a website lovethyneighbour.co. Not .co.uk, just .co. That's probably the best place to start, but also obviously on Facebook and Twitter as well.
Fantastic. And another question I'm going to be asking everyone who's started a label, what is the one piece of advice you'd give to someone starting a label?
Just do it. And it can be really good fun. And when you get to release things like this, it makes it worthwhile because it's something that's so interesting and so looks great. You're just like, oh, this is amazing, and you're helping the artists as well. So, yeah.
Thank you, Annie. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thanks for having me. Cheers. Yeah. Cheers, David.
Hello there, my name's Lee Morrison. I am the Pro Conference organiser for Brighton Music Conference this year. This year I've organised a host of panels going over across the 2 days. The 2 days will cover everything from diversity into how to get ahead in music. And what we're trying to do is attract the industry professionals down here. So there's absolutely loads of parties again this year at BMC. The one I think I'm most looking forward to will be the Wonderground party. We have an absolutely amazing concept this year on DJ Blind Date, DJ Producer Blind Date. It's going to be a little bit different. It's on the pier, it's an iconic setting, and the party's going to be absolutely amazing. We're starting at a very, a great access price to get in the kids of tomorrow. We want to help develop the kids of tomorrow, and we have our academy program that will do that and that will help them develop. The Tool Room Academy, Tool Room Records, they have their own academy, which will help with aspiring producers of tomorrow to come through and get advice and help from a whole plethora of amazing talent, a long established talent. And then finally, the pro side. Bringing everybody together is how the genre and the sector grows, because the big thing is we have to keep this growing. Electronic music, I've been dancing in fields since the end of the 80s, early 90s, and it's still going, and everybody said it would be dead.
Hi, I'm Seamus Haji. I'm a DJ, producer, remix for lots of labels as well. Run my own label, Big Love. This has been running 15 years. So one of the big things I do, because I also part-time teach, so I teach music business in a couple of places and do guest lectures. So I've got a good point of contact with a lot of the main schools in the area and also around the country that we're getting in touch with as well. For any of the young students that come along, we offer discount codes to try and introduce those people to the BMC, and if they come for the day or 2 days, it's really cheap. So it's a way of giving them a real good insight and getting to listen to people that specialise in certain areas of the music industry. So something we've got going on this year which is really different to previous years, and we're really trying to appeal to the younger market and their needs. We've got Brap TV, who are really well known in the hip hop grime market. They've got a night going on at Patterns on the Friday night, so it's the big closing night party, and they've got Levels performing and about 30 other acts, so that's going to be really exciting.
I'm Billy Mosef. I suppose I'm the director of the Brighton Music Conference. We've got a big night on Thursday which I'm looking forward to, is Patrick Topping. and that's with the Take guys, who done it last year with Seth Troxler, so that's going to be our big party on Thursday night, so that's going to be a winner. And Wiggle are doing their 23rd birthday party, again 4th year back at BMC, Nathan Coles, Eddie Richards and Terry Francis, but we've got your native instruments, you've got Roland, we've got GAC, Yamaha, Steinberg, Moog, loads of different people exhibiting. There's too many to mention, but yeah, you should come and check it out. It'll be a great sort of big playground area where you can go and get your hands dirty and play with all the new tools. Some new product launches. Novation are bringing out a new thing that they won't tell us what it is, but apparently it's something big, so yeah, looking forward to seeing that. Yeah, best place to get tickets is on the website, www.brightonmusicconference.co.uk. Check it out.
Bright light in the sky. Years and years ago, love was on fire, life we desired. Was it ever there, or did it expire? You can still see it shining, that is dying. Dark stars, our fires all burnt out. Sleep well through the silence of the night. Dark stars fallen from the sky. There's no more tears to cry. A stranger in my mind, a light at the past. Was it all an illusion? Now my only conclusion is we were blind. Dark stars, our fires all burnt out. Sleep well through the silence of the night. Dark stars fallen from the sky. There's no more tears to cry.
My name is Masaki, and I make music as Anchorsong. And originally I'm from Japan, a small town called Tokushima. And then I moved to UK like 2007, and I signed to True Thought in 2011. And since then, I've been just making and playing music in UK. I made this little demo, and I sent it to like everywhere, quite a few labels. But I think True Thought was the only one who replied to me. The answer was no, not even yes. But still I was quite happy to hear from them. I realized that they did listen to it, and they just didn't like it. So still that was something to me. Yeah. And like a few years later, when I actually signed to them, I told them about about the story, and they didn't remember it at all. Of course, naturally. So that was kind of my revenge to them, being rejected and coming back like a few years later. Before I signed to them, Actually, I had my album ready. You know, I was signed to a record label in Japan, and it was supposed to come out only in Japan. But back then, I had a manager, and my manager then was knew some people from True Thoughts, and so yeah, when he heard my record, he just suggested why not sending it to True Thoughts and see what they said. And actually, they liked the album, and they said they wanted to release it worldwide. I used to focus on making the video more than making music actually, because the beginning of Anchorsong was just this idea, just to play electronic music physically. So still, for me to make like a live video, it's pretty important for me. Of course, I still make lots of efforts on doing the live show, but nowadays I consider my recording isn't necessarily the same as the live show. So now I consider it something else. So yeah, I want just the people to listen to my music and just enjoy it as it is. I'm kind of digging a new direction, and also trying to keep my own style kind of simultaneously. And one of the big inspirations for me recently is Indian music, especially the stuff in the 70s. And I didn't know much of it, but obviously I started with Ravi Shankar, and because he's one of the legends. So probably my next record will reflect the kind of influence, more or less. My last record, Ceremonial, that came out last year, 2016. But after a year, the vinyl of the record is finally coming out in March. Because we started a crowdfunding project a couple of months ago, and we achieved the target. So it's finally coming out as a vinyl. So I'm pretty excited.
you